Well, let's come back to you, Sophia. So
I'm not going to make this like too long, but yes.
Oh, well, I was just going to read it to you. So you said you want to marry your best friend.
I did want to marry him, yeah. But he was my best friend.
Not anymore, though.
No.
Okay.
So anyway, so when we were getting like kind of close, like on the phone, I like backed away because he was still married. But then I found out that he was divorced, and then we started talking more frequently. So, like I said, I had liked him from the beginning. Completely shut those feelings down. But then I started to like him again. Didn't think that he liked me that way, but then I found out he does. But then he wasn't ready for a relationship. So we were kind of like, for almost 2 years now, we had been in this like emotionally, it's like we're dating, but we're not officially dating, but we're definitely more than friends. For certain periods of time, like we'd be talking on the phone like for hours and several times a week. And then for several months, he'd just kind of disappear. And as of recently, so I had just moved to California last month, like maybe like 6 weeks ago, over 6 weeks ago. And the last time I saw him, the last time I spoke to him really was right before I left. I went to visit him. That was my first stop on my way. I drove. And he hasn't called or texted me once to check up on me, see how I was doing, and that really hurt. And there's just nothing left there anymore. Like, it's nothing that I can do because I'm the one reaching out to him, and he doesn't respond. He doesn't call. He doesn't take my calls or text back or give me a call back or anything. And I let him know like how hurtful that was. Like, hey, like I'm essentially like all on my own here. Like I didn't really know anyone when I moved here, and
Did you move for him? You moved here for him?
No, he's back in Virginia.
Oh.
So I moved away, but also
it's
for my job.
It's hurtful.
I moved for my job, but it's like a temporary contract, so I'm only here until this school year, and then I plan to move back to Virginia. And also, it's not like we're in a relationship because he said, I very much wanted a relationship. Like I wanted to marry him, but he said he wasn't ready for a relationship. And he kept saying that like I shouldn't base my life decisions based off of, like I said, well, I'm gonna wait until you know whether you're ready or not. Like that's how much I like this guy. And he said, well, no, don't base your decisions off of that. Like he was like trying to encourage me to like date other people at the same time. Like he also has feelings for, well, he says he's like so like emotionless and doesn't have feelings, whatever. But then he did want to like be with me at one point. Like he agreed to go on a date. But then, like, I know how it sounds, but he agreed to go on a date, and then it evolved from, he was saying, like, last summer, he said he doesn't think that he's capable of a healthy relationship. But I think a lot of that has to do with, like, the hurt from the divorce. And then it went from that to, okay, now I just need, because he is a Christian, I just need to figure out if it would be morally right for me to remarry, because he's already been married and he's divorced. And also, he's, like, Christian-leaning Catholic, and so am I.
And so the Catholic Church...
Yeah, they're very strict on divorce.
Well, he's divorced.
Well,
aren't they more strict on the divorce thing than the remarry thing?
But so in America, like if one person wants to get divorced, there's really nothing you can do. It's just a matter of time. And so that's the position that he was in. Like he tried to work it out, and there was just nothing that he couldn't convince her otherwise. So now the question is, like biblically, like morally, would it be right for him to remarry, or would that be a sin if he remarried? And the only way he could do that is if he got his first marriage annulled.
Okay, so there's a lot there. There.
For sure.
So, question: when you met him and you were talking with him, he was married at that point, because you said you guys were talking for 2 years.
Well, we were friends, but we were mostly just friends through mutual friends. So every time I'd see him, it would be like in a group setting.
Well, but was he still married when it seemed like your interaction started veering into a romantic realm instead of a friendship realm?
A little, me on my part. I felt an emotional attraction.
You were having feelings for a married man.
Wait, I did, but that's when I took a step back and I stopped talking to him on the phone. Well, I mean, but that's when I stepped back.
You're lusting after a married man.
I know, that's why I took a step back. Because I realized that wasn't good.
And you're still pursuing him romantically.
No, but okay, so that was fall 2020. We were talking on the phone, and I realized that, I'm starting to catch feelings for him, and then I took a step back, and I did not call him on the phone. He actually, I was going through a really rough time with, like, my depression and everything, and he asked if I wanted to get lunch, and I said no, and I did. I wanted to get lunch with him, but I knew that that's not a good idea. And then when I saw him, like, Okay, so timeline. Okay, so that was fall 2020. That was fall 2020,
Sure.
right?
Okay,
Then
yeah,
I got over
yeah.
those feelings because I didn't.
Over the feelings.
Because I took a step back. I didn't talk to him for a long
Took
time.
a step back. She
Yes.
did take a step
and
back,
then when I
folks.
found
A
out
step
that
back
he was
taken. Keep going.
when I found out that he was divorced,
Divorce happened.
that's
going.
when that and I asked him about it, like what
Yeah, yeah.
happened, and
It was you, wasn't it? You
No.
were the poison apple
Okay, that's not what
that
happened.
led to his imminent divorce. You, right? Am
I saw his wife, now ex-wife, at a coffee shop. One time I never met her, but I
Yeah.
recognized her from pictures.
Did you apologize?
I
How
did
dare
not.
you? How
I
dare
didn't even
you,
go up to her
Sophia?
because I didn't want to cause
Sophia,
problems for them, even
you-
though there was nothing between us.
Wow.
I thought about it, but no, I
I
wanted to go up to her and be like, "Hey, I'm friends with your husband," and I was like, "No, that's a bad
Hey,
idea. I'm not going to do that."
I'm the
But
woman.
we've only hung out in group settings.
Hi, I'm the woman who
No, that
wanted
was
to
way before
steal
the
your
divorce.
husband from you.
She's living in LA now, and she's like definitely not living as a Christian. Like she was just like, I'm done. Like it's been nice, but I want a divorce now. I want to move on with my life.
Sophia.
It wasn't-
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
So,
How old is this guy?
well, okay.
He's I'm 24. He's 26. 2 years
Okay.
older than me. Yeah.
It's not a big age.
How much did
No.
he tell you about his problems with his marriage?
First,
What do you mean? Like I know.
Like, did he tell you about the arguments and fights they got into and private things about their marriage?
when I
good
asked,
question.
but I don't really.
You
this
asked?
is
Well, I asked like general, because like, okay, I want to know, like what happened.
send the nuke.
Well, I think it's important. But don't you guys think like it's important to know like if like a man got a divorce, like what happened? Like, what led up to
After
that?
the divorce.
After
Like,
the divorce.
The
But not
man
during
between
the
himself and
marriage.
No,
God.
oh no,
yeah.
during the marriage, no. During the
Okay.
marriage, I didn't know. Actually, whenever I would ask him sometimes, like how's like, because we'd be like talking just as friends, and I'd be like, how's your wife? And I never met her. I wanted to meet her, but then listen, no, because I'm also like a very outgoing person.
Very Christian.
Hold on, no. I'm a very outgoing, like, you guys are like spinning this completely the wrong way. I'm just a very outgoing person. So like we'd meet in like group settings, and I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? How's your wife? Whatever. Just being friendly. Wait,
It's like
but
Judas.
then.
Is this Judas?
But
No,
knowing
it's just
you
like
have,
a simple like, hey, how are
Not
you?
really, I don't know.
And also I was just like, well, I was like, when can I meet your wife? Because
Sophia.
well, because it was weird to me that I'm friends with him, and I've never, because I have married friends and I'm friends with both of them, and that's fine. But with
But you
him,
had romantic feelings for.
Yeah,
no, but
yeah,
I
that's
completely
different.
at first, and then but then
Yeah.
that was over. I even remember like sometimes we'd like hang out, and I remember thinking like, thank God he's not my husband. So like, no, those romantic feelings were like buried.
But clearly they were never buried if you
Well,
considered marrying him after
They were
he had a
buried, and
divorce.
then they got unburied.
So
But-
then they were never buried. You
Okay,
had
but
them the
I
whole
didn't have
time.
anything to do with it. When he like brought up like any like frustration or anything that he had in his marriage, I immediately like I didn't
Stop
ask
it.
any more questions.
Get some help.
I did the right thing.
Question. So,
You guys are taking this
what
all
was
the wrong way.
Like you were kind of quasi involved with this guy for what, 2
no,
or 3
like
years?
no, the only time we would hang out would be in group settings, and then when I was going through a really hard time, then we'd like talk on the phone like one-on-one, and then that led to me having feelings, and then immediately I took a step back. I was
No,
like,
no,
nope.
but okay, he got divorced, right? But then there was after the divorce, you were pursuing him, correct?
Only after the divorce.
But he
And I
did
asked
he reciprocate the romantic
what
feelings?
happened. Yes,
Okay.
after the divorce.
But you're saying that you'll text him and call him and he just doesn't respond? Like,
Yes, right. As of
But like you'll
6
send
weeks
one
ago.
text and he doesn't respond, or you'll send like 7, he doesn't respond. You'll call him, he doesn't respond. What's the degree to which?
Are you a
because-
scammer? Like when?
No, because some women will be like, he never texted me, and the woman she never even sent a text either.
Oh no, I text him like or use,
So how
I
many?
don't anymore.
How many?
But
What color is the text? Green, blue usually? Is it? No, it's blue.
It's blue.
How many blue?
quite a lot. It didn't start off that way.
How many blue without a response?
Well, because I would text him like every day, and then he wouldn't. He responded like 3 times, and that was just like,
Do you have your phone on you?
no, I don't.
Okay. I was
And
curious to
I
see.
deleted the messages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Get rid of the
'cause I was
evidence.
like,
Get rid of the
I'm over
evidence.
it.
So how many?
It was never an issue in the past.
How many
like
blue texts? 10?
A lot,
10
like-
unresponded, 20? How many blue
Oh
texts?
yeah, like a lot.
How many?
because
How many? Give me a number.
He wants a number.
I don't know the number.
Is it 30? 30 plus
Do you have to
unresponded?
scroll
A
up
lot,
to
yes.
see the top? Okay.
Yes,
There you
but it
go.
wouldn't
You
be
gotta
like
have-
one.
yeah,
It
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be like all at once.
No. Sophia, you gotta have dignity. Like 3. Like if it's 3.
No, but it wouldn't be all at once. It would just be like every day, or and also because
For the past 6 weeks, that's how it's been.
Yo, this is some intervention shit. Sophia.
that's
3
why I
texts.
cut things off.
Even like if you 2,
No, that-
I'm
that
done
wasn't-
after 2.
The biggest
Yeah.
red
Okay,
flag
that's
is
you,
that he
that's
was
you.
married and then just like
Wait, how many phone
No,
calls?
not right.
How
I
many
mean,
phone
not right
calls?
away.
You
A
said you
lot.
called two?
Because
You
I'm
call-
in trouble sometimes,
You're
and
in
I need
trouble?
help. Yeah, like I'm here, like
This
all by
motherfucker's
myself.
in
I don't-
Virginia. What's he gonna do for you?
Send me money, and then I'll repay
Send you
him.
money?
I literally have run out of money multiple times, and I had to ask my friends to loan me money, and then I always pay them back.
Don't
I
ask
literally
him.
like I don't have money for gas and food because my job doesn't pay me enough. It's tough out here in California.
Ain't that the truth?
Thank you.
But so my question is, when you were going through these tough times, you had no other friends that you could have reached out to, like some girlfriends or something that you.
No, I did, but I feel bad because I know that like I have a lot of friends who also like don't make a lot of money, and I feel bad asking from them. And he works as an engineer, and also we are really close, so we are like our relationship, like our friendship is where I can ask him for.
When did
I mean,
you
we
get
were really
divorced?
close, and so like
was close, yeah.
he's somebody that I
Very close.
can tell all
She
my
could tell.
problems to.
All the problems.
And like he knows about like everything going on in my life, and so if I'm in trouble and like need like help to pay for gas or food, whatever, then I can ask him for money, and I do always like pay it back, and I know that it's not going to be hurting him financially because he's an
Not hurting
engineer
him.
and he makes a lot of money and he has a lot
Engineer.
saved up, and versus like I have a friend who
She has
is
a friend.
he always sends me money when I
So I have
need
a
it. But
question.
he works.
Wait, wait,
He's
wait.
National
I've got a
Guard.
question
He's
before
Army
you go.
National Guard on the border. He doesn't make a lot of money, so I feel bad asking from like my friends who I know don't
do you
have a
only
lot of
have
money.
guy friends then or something?
No.
I have a diagnosis here. I can kind of think why he stopped responding to you. You kept hitting him up for money.
No, I not just.
I'm cutting
money.
it. Somebody's asking me
No,
for money.
and
I'm
I
cutting them
repaid
off.
him for
Oh,
everything.
You'd repay him?
Yeah, even though I'm struggling financially, I sent him $950 because I repaid him for like the last one he sent me, and then also like he paid for my to get my open water scuba certification because this was like last summer
Why'd you need that shit, son?
because he was
You're
doing
struggling
it
for work?
You're struggling for
That was
money.
last summer.
Let me become a
that's
scuba
why.
diver.
That was before I moved
This
to
is a
California.
priority.
Keep up.
Huge priority. I'm indigent.
That was last summer. That was last summer, and I also couldn't afford it. That's
the
why
first
he-
thing homeless people go for. Towards.
What?
I just want to
Someone's
become
homeless.
a scuba
I need to get my
diver.
fucking
That
scuba
was
shit
last
checked
summer.
out. Let me
That
get
was
some oxygen
before I
tanks.
moved here.
I need some oxygen
Not
tanks.
this
I'm fucking
summer,
homeless. Let me go get some
2022.
fucking stocked up on my oxygen tanks.
Okay, that's not what happened.
I'm living in a cardboard box. Let me get the fucking oxygen tanks, son.